Hello, esports fans, and welcome back to the ESL Open Cup Asia, the number 54. It's our first week off in the off-season. No EPT points, and it's Quirky and Light guiding you through the whole entire tournament, except for the semis, which Yaka will come over, hopefully in time for us. But for now, we are starting it off with this matchup on Lightshade LE. He is from Korea, representing Team GP. He is Ryung.
Sporting in the top left-hand corner of Lightshade LE, we have a regular here on this channel, someone we've casted plenty of times. He's hailing from the land of Hong Kong. He's a blue Zerg. It is GogojOey.
Now, these would be old teammates, like, except I can't remember whether if Ryung joined after GogojOey left.
Ryung joined like less than a week ago.
Oh,
yeah.
I did not see that news, so.
Yeah, it's pretty recent. Honestly, it's pretty exciting because Ryung, like maybe a month or so ago, he started competing again, like pretty seriously in these events, and yeah, almost straight away, like he was picked up.
Yeah, well, Team GB, of course, a very good Korean clan / team. You know, GogojOey was a part of it when they wanted to join the Chinese team league, and so you know, it's potential for something good here. We did see GogojOey actually going for the pool first here. So I don't. Oh, yep. Okay. Well.
Yep. Now we see what the pool was for. Now we see what the gas has been for, as he is skipping Link speed. And yeah, I'm really curious to see how these two shape up, because Ryung, he's been back, he's been competing. He isn't anywhere near back to his former self, but he has had some pretty impressive results. Recently, he's been able to take games off of players like Armani.
Oh, nice play blocking. Did he see it? Did he see it? No, he didn't.
Yeah.
But you gotta think, yeah. Now, you know, Ryung's gotta think, something's going on here. Like, I have to. It has gotta be something worse. So he is keeping that Reaper back. He is getting his factory, but he did put the reactor in it. So he's thinking maybe an early beam burst, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, keeping the Reaper at home, since he did go for the SCV scout, he knew that it was a pull first, but now he feels, I guess, safe enough, since he has a Marine at home, to go across the map, and with this, he should be able to spot the Roaches, maybe even the Roach Warren.
Oh, he's still keeping it alive. Oh my god. How? GogojOey, escape the safer. Okay, no, now he sees it.
Just barely he's able to see the Roach Warren, so now he's aware, now he knows.
Alright, so, well, it is, I think, just one or two Ravagers. No, two Ravagers, two Roaches. GogojOey, how is he going to proceed here? How's Ryung going to handle the defense? The Orbital will finish. Oh, sorry, an SCV will finish. Doesn't get picked off. And there's the third Ravager. First bar going to be landing onto the supply depot, and there, yep, that's possibly the correct response here. The Cyclone with the lock-ons as well.
Yeah, with that Cyclone coming out, Ryung will be able to hold on. Obviously, it was just two Roaches and two Ravagers, so it is just a bunch of workers here. Oh, even getting a couple more Marines.
Does see? Yeah, gets a couple of Marines. Viking is out. Another lock-on onto one of these Ravagers, and GogojOey, he is supply blocked now.
Yeah, he is, and pretty interesting response here. As soon as everything gets cleaned up, Ryung immediately throws down the third CC.
Yeah, of course, if you're listening to your caster bingo, if you saw that on Reddit the other day, 3 CCs and a dream light. That's what it's all about. But yeah, you know, after that failed, you know, early attack, you got to feel like Ryung's comfortable enough to take that early third CC here. He is going into Cloak Banshees. It's only just Lings and two roaches being made at the moment from GogojOey, so his defenses are going to be a bit limited in terms of anti-air. At least he only has those 2 queens.
Yeah, something else that's interesting, and we'll keep an eye on the production tab, is that GogojOey just made a massive wave of links. He's making even more links behind this. Link speed is still on the way, but yeah, there we go. He has not made a single worker. He's just making nothing but army units.
Well, he's going for the timing attack. No Baneling Nest, I think, so no Banebuster seems to be. It's just going to be Mass Ling 3 Roach Ravager seems to be the call, but there is the Banshee out. Poke is finished.
And I think Ryung may have been a little bit too greedy. Like, he went for that 3rd CC, he also went for double engineering bay upgrades. There isn't even a wall here.
Oh, no. And one Banshee, it's definitely not going to be enough here for the clearance. I mean, is there even a tank up onto the high ground?
It's only just
Ryung. No, the Cyclone and Marines. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, if GogojOey had gone then, like, there was a really good opportunity for him to deal damage. Like, the tank only just came out now.
And actually, I think Ryung may go for a timing attack here. He is pushing out with his Marine, Cyclone, and Siege tank.
Yeah, I mean, all the upgrades are going to be lining up, right? Like, 1-1 is on the way, Stim is about to finish up as well, so he will have an opportunity. Meanwhile, GogojOey, he's kind of just... Again, he spent a lot of his early resources on this army, but he hasn't really done anything with it. He's just been chilling out here in the corner.
I think he's just trying to see what Ryung's going for. He's going to see the Marines with the medevac, so he does know he's going to go for Biles. Still no Baneling Nest, actually, from Ryung, so... Oh, okay, it's a drop.
Yeah, he's going for a drop. Meanwhile, like, again, this entire time, there's been such a massive opportunity. Like, the tanks are unsieged. Like, oh, he's going for it.
It's going in now. There's no Marines here for it. Ravager's Biles could actually come in, but they're not going to be used because Link's got the perfect surround and even friendly fire onto those tanks. And now the fair base is going to be in danger here as Marines will clean that up. But now here comes some Roaches and Ravagers. Biles going to be landing up onto the high ground, at least onto the ramp, to try and get a few kills off onto those Marines. The Vikings here as well, but looks like this attack from GogojOey not going to do anything but except just keep that drop back that was heading out by Ryung.
That was completely unnecessary, but that was amazing.
That was awesome. Oh my god. Somebody clip that.
And with
put that crap on Reddit.
Yeah, there's like nothing here. Like you were talking about it before. There's no Banelings, only Lings and a couple of Roaches.
Yeah, no Ravagers as well because they got picked off. But a couple of Ravagers did spawn, and I feel like there's just enough here for GogojOey to hold, and this is turning into quite a scrappy game already. I mean, we're 8 minutes in, and already we're both even on terms of at least minerals lost here.
Yeah, I do want to give the edge a little bit to GogojOey though, because it feels like he's been trading more efficiently. Like the only thing he's been losing is like Roaches and Ravagers. But to be fair, because of like his tech, like he feels a little bit behind, right? Like 1-1 is just now starting. Like it's still just Roach Ravager. There's no like lurkers or banelings or anything else to support them.
Yeah, but it is looking to be Tunneling Claws actually for this Roach Ravager. So maybe GogojOey, you know, seeing Cyril's series last night. Oh wait, I can't spoil it. Talked about it's like can't spoil it. But yeah, let's just say that was a game where Cyril stayed on Roach Tech for like a really long time through the early to mid game. It's the game one of Cyril versus TY.
Yeah, maybe feeling a little bit inspired.
That's what I was trying to say, but speaking of the spoiler rule, and you know, but that fourth is up for GogojOey, and this small pack of Marines, I feel like not going to be able to do too much. Maybe just grab a couple of Roaches here. 1-1 is done for GogojOey.
Yeah, as we do see, he is. Yeah, and this is something that you can really attempt to abuse here if you're a Terran player, because there's very limited anti-air. Like, it's just the Queens and the Spores really bad.
Oh, the Spore!
Oh boy.
So close. Oh my god, that was 3 health. Like,
3 health. I mean, to be fair, like it could even be bowed down if Ryung isn't careful. Oh god!
Oh yes. Oh, just by the barest of margins, but he does pick up, those 4 Marines that were in that injured medevac. So, GogojOey is being economical, and he hasn't seen. He wouldn't have seen. No, he would have seen the visual upgrade for Tunneling Claws, so he knows that this is happening. But he still has no idea that this attack is happening into his. Okay, well now he will. Thanks to this missile turret.
Yeah, I mean, GogojOey's trying to sneak in, but there are turrets all over the place. Oh, a bit of friendly fire is able to take out a tank.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. What can be helpful? And yeah, since it's an anti-air, this Viking can act like a Terran overlord. Like, just following the army the whole way. It's like, oh, okay. Yeah, but still no tech upgrades. GogojOey is going into land now, getting more links, getting +1 melee, +2 carapace. Oh, he did get the Baneling Nest. I apologize, I didn't see that. Yeah.
I mean,
this is just. I was going to say, this is very interesting. Roach Ravager, Ling Bane, not a comp you would really expect to see in a TvZ.
Yeah, it is a bit odd. To be fair, like it can work up to a point. I'm curious to see what kind of anti-air he's eventually going to go into since he's going into Hive. Is he just going to skip Spire and Hydrals completely and maybe just go straight into Vipers to help use those blinding clouds?
Alright, well there's no Baneling speed, it only just got started, so these Banelings are just lambs to the slaughter light. And they are just going to... Okay, on my screen, the Baneling looked like it killed the Ravager. Because they both died at the same time. But, nice counterattack here, actually. And, going to get on top of these tanks here. Files landing in onto the workers. And it looks like somebody forgot Game Hunt, and we can't see how many workers got killed exactly. It
is a bit
actually none. 14 total this game, at least.
Yeah. Some workers have been picked off. There hasn't been like any massive run bys. It's a bit of a shame because clearly we saw GogojOey, he forgot Baneling speed, and in that engagement he's like, oh my god, I don't have it. Only just starting it as he lost all the Banelings. Yeah,
but interesting you were saying what GogojOey was going for. He's going for none. He's going straight for that Ultra Cavern Adrenal Glands and going into 2 Vipers. Vipers pretty much are going to be the only anti-air for now because of, the parasitic bombs, but even then, GogojOey, he's been doing a couple of nice counterattacks, I will be saying.
Yeah, definitely. Like, the thing that's really been hurting him is the fact that he hasn't had Baneling speed for the longest time. Finally, it finishes up, and with it, he should be able to clean this up. There's not too many Marines here. Just looking for the best optimal engagement.
Yeah, he's going to be going around as one half of the army is going to be coming from the north, the other half coming from the south, straight onto the tanks. Blinding Clouds only onto a couple of Marines, not onto the tanks. The Banelings go straight to the tanks. And that's not going to be enough for GogojOey. And Ryung is going to be taking game number 1.
GG, what a game. Like, GogojOey slipping up a couple of mistakes here and there. Like, again, I'm sure he would have been able to defend so much easier if he had that Baneling speed. He was waiting, and he didn't want to waddle in with those slow Banelings. So if it wasn't for that, like, he was keeping up with Ryung.
Yeah, he was. And, the counterattacks were especially, being good for GogojOey. We saw, like, down towards that third, with the with the tanks getting picked off as well, and a couple of SCVs as well. But for the moment, it did seem like just Ryung was just able to macro up after the opening that GogojOey had. It was just was able to overrun him, and because I was saying before, it was that Bane speed. That was pretty much GogojOey's downfall.
Yeah, definitely. I will say that also GogojOey, he had an opportunity. If you remember, like, there was this period where GogojOey had like this massive army that he invested in. He was just kind of chilling in the corner with them. Meanwhile, Ryung, like, he didn't have a tank. He had an open massive gap in his natural. Like, he barely had anything. Like, there was opportunities there. If just like GogojOey had vision.
Yeah, that was the problem for GogojOey, was that vision, not being there for him. But maybe, hopefully, this time he'll have better luck, as we are on to Death Aura Ellie for game number 2 of this series. We have here, spawning in the bottom right, the Red Terran, representing South Korea and Team GP. He is GogojOey.
Ryung. It's Ryung.
Oh, Ryung. Sorry. I'm so used to the...
I get you. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the blue Zerg player, currently teamless but hailing from the land of Hong Kong. It is GogojOey.
No. It's Ryung.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, in case you didn't know why that slip happened, GogojOey was a part of Team GP for, I would say, 3 to 6 months, about, and yeah, I was so used to the Team GP, GogojOey.
Yeah.
Doing GPOs, and yeah.
For the majority of last year, he was there. Of course, after the Chinese Team League finished up, then Team GP did let him go. But, here in 2021, when the new season starts up again, he'll have the opportunity to join another team if the league does continue.
Yeah, hopefully it does. Team League has had some good games. But yeah, well, for now, GogojOey did sneaky roach plays, it seems to be, from how Hong Kong Zerg at the moment, it is pretty standard. Scouting SEV is going to confirm that as well, so nothing that will tip Ryung off.
Yeah, we shall see. As I'm sure Ryung is going to breathe a sigh of relief when he gets over here. He's like, oh, okay, it was a hatch first, nothing too crazy. There are drones there as well, so everything is looking pretty normal.
And then a Nidus appears out of nowhere, lad, and just drones attacking SEVs. I mean, how did we even get to that? There does seem to be the standard 1-1 opening here. Reactor going down to the barracks, which will be going onto the factory. Reaper coming in. Good micro from GogojOey, keeping his injured lings back. Queen should be out now. And to drive that Reaper away. Third, able to get up with no harassment from the Reaper, so good work from Joey.
Yeah, so far so good. Meanwhile, Ryung is being very greedy this game. 1-1, third CC before the starport.
So a 1-1 CC1 is, I don't know, Terra math. Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, it's gotten a little bit more complicated over the years. And yeah, this is an opener that has become a lot more popular towards the later half of 2020, and yeah, Ryung being a little bit greedy, and I mean, you can kind of afford to do so, especially on Death Aura. Like, it's easier to defend on 2 bases. Yeah,
and well, GogojOey is going to spot that third CC being made right now, so the Lord should be able to get it out in time, away from the Marines' hurting bullets. But the first Hellions are out and should be going across the map to do a bit of harass. The Reaper's still alive as well, so maybe we might go for some multi-prong here, it looks like.
Yeah, the Lynx
are out of position.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the Reaper cliff on Death Aura, if you don't know it too well, is pretty weird, because it is only, where that, little lip is. Like, you see... like how it's different from the horns.
Yeah.
See how there's no horns on that? Yeah, that's
it's like a fence,
literally
kind of.
the difference.
Yeah.
Yeah. The wall is not a wall.
It looks like a link could slip, or anything could slip up there, but nope, not quite. Meanwhile, the Hellions almost found an opportunity, but do back off.
Yeah, the Queen's being in position there. Starport is up. Stim on the way here for Ryung, so going into bioplay, no mech seems to be. I do prefer playing mech in TvZs at the moment. Maybe it's just me. my style, but it's fun as armory on the way here, so okay, maybe going for a bit of a hellback marine timing here. As that actually Overlord speed is done. There is an Overlord going into Ryung's base, an Overseer, in fact.
Yeah, and with this, with this scout, he should be able to. Oh, he doesn't go all the way in to see the armory.
Oh no. Well, he does see the third CC lift off. I thought that was done earlier, so but Spire actually on the way here for GogojOey. Almost finished, so should know that this timing is coming. There are Banelings, and he is getting Baneling speed this time, Light.
Yeah, I was about to say that he got Lair much earlier, and as a result, he did delay his Evo Chambers, which I think was the right call, because as a result, he's got his Banelings ready, Baneling speed is on the way, like he has an army, so even though he didn't scout, he can still hold here.
Yes, well, the Lings are coming in, so Rounds getting cooked up by the Hellbats, and the splits on the Marine being absolutely beautiful. But then the Queens come in, more Banelings as well. These Medevacs are going to be pushed away, so good trade coming in from GogojOey, only losing army units and not his economy. It's getting that +1 melee and Carapace.
Yeah,
8 mutas as well.
Exactly, that's what's more important is that the mutas are on the way, right? Like his economy was left untouched, he's expanding, getting his 4th up and running, and we'll see how much damage the mutas can get done. We'll see if Ryung is even aware that they are on the way.
As we will, as the 2 more mutas on the way here, +1 flying attacks. Well, he does seem to be, he is going for those Widow Mines, against the Baneling, so this may be, just a precautionary thing. Is he actually going for a mine drop, it seems like?
Yeah, it looks like he's setting up a mine drop. He does have his Marines at home, but as we saw, there are no missile turrets and the mutas are coming in.
Oh, yeah, here comes the first lot of mutas, going to be taking down a couple of SCVs. 4 in total. How many more can he get before the Marines come back in? Stimming on in. Chum, the big burly men of the Terran army, but gonna get no mutas and 11 workers.
Ooh,
do manage to go down, but the mine drop burrowing in.
God.
1, okay, 5, 8, and 1 more.
Oh god, there's no reactions whatsoever.
14 drones. Oh, but he did actually manage. GogojOey did manage to get, 2 more SCVs. So a trade out here. Oh
god,
Joey.
oh god.
Okay. Oh, spore finish just in time. You gotta feel.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh my god, the beaters, they got into the production light, and wow, this is definitely something that we did not expect to see. Actually, GogojOey to be very proficient in, at least in TvZ. Oh, he manages to dive in. He gets the medevac. There's no resistance here, lad. He's going to have free reign over this mineral line. 7 SVs going down. I thought he was able to get more, but instead he's just going to be going for these add-ons. Oh my god, that is a lot of Widow Mines.
That is a lot of Widow Mines there. It's protecting that starport. So GogojOey has to be a little bit careful. To be fair, he does have detection with his mutas, so he should be aware of them. We shouldn't see him slip up and dive in there. But the other problem is that there is still no missile turret at the 3rd base. Like, you saw there was an idle SCV there. Ryung was hoping to have queued it up, but he didn't.
Oh, brilliant. Gets the Contaminate on the starport, so no more Medevacs here, no Vikings that could potentially come and harass these mutas. It's just going to be this Marine Widow Mine army here for the moment. And look at that. So look at the line of blue coming out from GogojOey light.
Exactly.
It is massive.
Yeah, we've got plenty of Ling Bane being set up. 2-2 is about to finish up as well. The one thing missing, and we do have the Infestation Pit on the way, so Hive is still not done, so it's going to be a while until 3-3 kicks in, but we'll see if GogojOey even needs it.
Yeah, well, he's always got 2-2. Nice. Picking off these Widow Mines, so he could potentially come and engage with the mutas later. Has he got any burrowed in that mineral line of the fur? Because that's where I put some, but no, he is. Okay, well, now he's got his defenses all sorted, it seems like.
Oh yeah, he's taking his main defense very seriously with all these wind mines and missile turrets. But this is a little bit scary, right? Because if GogojOey engages at the 4th base location, then all this supply, all these wind mines are not going to be there. They're going to be out of position.
Yeah, I think GogojOey is exactly banking on that because look, only 2 Widow Mines and the rest of the Marines are here. If he could just go full mass Baneling, actually, he does manage to pick off one of the Widow Mines, and now GogojOey's attack is going to be a lot more deadlier. There is a 4 here as more and more Widow Mines splitting up here. Oh, 4 does manage to get off 1 shot, but now here comes the fight. Widow Mine shots being dragged onto the Marines here by GogojOey. The Bio is just getting absolutely destroyed. This 4th has to lift off and away from danger. Still many Banelings there left as the Marines. Oh wow, the Mutas tried to do as much as they could, but Widow Mine to the missile turret, not gonna be your friends.
Yeah, like GogojOey was going for some multi-prong. He did an incredible amount of damage here at the 4th base, as we saw. It looks like at the same time he tried to dive in and he almost lost all his mutas as a result.
Well, luckily mutas are one of the fastest hit point regenerating Zerg units. So GogojOey should be alright. He is transitioning into the Ultras now, going for that Adrenal Glands as well. +3 melee, +3 carapace, and just if Ryung doesn't scout this, it is going to be a very, very scary army.
It's not just if Ryung doesn't scout it, it's if Ryung keeps staying at home. Like, it feels like for the past, 5 or so minutes after that big Hellbat push, Ryung has just been stuck attempting to defend, and that has allowed GogojOey to essentially take his half of the map.
Yeah, and, already going up to those 5 bases, looking like a Ling Bane run by getting set up here. His 6 being taken as well. GogojOey, he's on the ball this game. He's maxed out. Only needs 1 more supply. Maybe just gets 1 more set of Lings. Yeah, and he will. More Banelings as well. Actually, he may just set up for a small skirmish here.
Yeah, again.
Meters are going to be going into the main. There's no Widow Mines in the city. You should be able to pick that one off.
Yeah, just a couple of Widow Mines here and there. Has to be careful because of those Thor volleys, but again, GogojOey, all he has to do is just keep Ryung at home, trade off a bit of supply here and there, and then replace that with those Ultras. That's the one problem, right? Like, GogojOey, his Ultraless Cavern is done. He doesn't have any spare supply to make any.
Yeah, I mean, look at that bank light. He may just go for, like, a massive attack right now, and he'd be fine, just remaxing on those Ultra. The Ultra Ling Bane, as long as he keeps those muses alive for harass as well. 3-3 almost finishing here. I feel like that's what GogojOey is planning for this Ling run by waiting for those upgrades to finish. 3-3 about halfway done as well for Ryung for his bio. As the creep cleanup crew going to be shooed away.
Yeah, the mutas did return for that. Of course, the entire time GogojOey, he is like set up to go for some kind of multi-prong, but Ryung has been able to, situate himself quite well here, looking to expand to get one of these other bases up and running.
Ugh. I mean, that's gotta be the worst, going for, dropping the mules onto your mineral line, and then the mules come in and just kill them, and that's like, your backup economy just goes. And actually getting the Contaminate onto the Planetary, and it looks like the Planetary keeps on building even if it's contaminated.
Yeah, pretty interesting. You don't see that quite often.
Today I learned. And I'm pretty sure GogojOey didn't know that as well. And he's finding out, but here comes that Ling Bane attack that was being set up, but there's just so much army here. Oh, those Widow Mines actually decimating the Baneling count, but now, there's no army here, like, it's only just these missile turrets, and the mineral line will be exposed.
Yeah, exactly. Ryung, he was banking on that small force to defend here, but he's forced to bring his entire army back home, and the CC is under threat.
You're getting Contaminate on it. No more SCV is going to be produced by that, but another Ling Bane attack coming in from GogojOey down to the bottom left. This Planetary going to be taking some damage from it. 16 SCVs going down in total. And actually, it looks like all the mutas were killed off.
Oh, yeah. A bit of a miscalculation there by GogojOey, but we were talking about that massive bank. 12 Ultras are on the way.
Oh my god. There's a lot of ultras. You need Ghost Liberate for this, and a Corruptor Light being made as well. If you could pick off the Medivacs, I feel like, Ling Bane Ultraless Corruptor would definitely be a good composition against, Bio Widowmine, because you send the Ultras in, the Banelings clean up the Bio, the Corruptors take care of the Medivacs. So there's going to be no healing, but... Well, here comes the attack from GogojOey. He's going to be coming in with these Ultras, trying to get surrounded the small army. The reinforcements coming in from the east. Are they going to be able to do anything? There's the Widowmine shots. Baneling's getting focused down. Snipes as well. The Ghosts are here. And now the Ultras come in. The Widowmines, the Snipes, the Fours doing so much damage, but he does manage to get rid of that Planetary. So GogojOey can just back off and keep Ryung on this 4-base economy for now.
Yeah, exactly. Like GogojOey, he takes out the base, the Planetary, and really he's content with that. As you were saying, Ryung, thankfully he does have Ghosts. He was able to transition into them. He has arguably maybe too many Medivacs. As you were saying, like ideally you want to sprinkle in some Liberators as well, so you don't just have to rely on those snipes.
Yeah, well, here comes the re-engage by GogojOey to Ryung. The Ultras are here. Snipes going off as well as the Widowmines, but it's looking like it's just a retreat game here for Ryung, as another 4 does manage to go down. The Ultralisk, do they manage to get onto the Bioplanetary? Blasting away, the Ultras surround it, and they're just chopping on it. And now Ryung, he's down to 3 bases. It's just the Ultras here. No other units. The Corruptor, there it is. He's going for that Medivac. And GogojOey will be taking game number 2 and taking us to the ace match.
GG, almost the entire game, GogojOey had that map control. Ryung, after that initial Hellbat push, he essentially never went across the map. He never had the breathing room to do so. And when he finally was able to deal with those mutas, it was just a remax with Ultras.
Yeah, I mean, what can you expect from just that domination? Really, as we were saying, because of these mutas, Ryung was just kept at home until he got the measures and could protect his Moon Alliance as best he can. But by then, GogojOey was just absolutely steamrolling.
Oh yeah, yeah. GogojOey really got into the swing of things there in that game, and oh boy, now we're tied up. We're 1-1. Either one of these players could take this final match, and of course, there is a player waiting for the winner of this series.
Yes, indeed, and it is. Once I refresh the bracket and make sure I get it right, it is going to be... Why can't I find them? It is going to be time. So maybe potentially another TvZ going to be happening.
Yeah, and anything is possible.
I mean, TBT, Don't get me started about TVT slide. But anyway, speaking of the Terrans, we have one here on Oxide LE. Hopefully can get enough antioxidants to go through to the next round, representing Team GP and the nation of South Korea. Give it up for the one, the only, one fine, Ryung.
And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Oxide LE, we have the blue Zerg player hailing from the land of Hong Kong, currently tied up 1-1 in this best of 3. It is GogojOey.
So, hey, what's Yaku's line for Ryung? The Yakko intro.
One fine young Ryung.
Ryung, that's it. I forgot the young.
Yep. Yeah, look, if there's a Terran out there, most likely there's a Yaku line associated with it.
Yeah, I mean, the only one that we can't find a rhyme for or pun is for Maru.
Messed it up. I thought you were making a reference.
No.
We couldn't find a pun for Bjorn.
Pun for Bjorn. No, literally, I was being serious. Like, we literally can't find anything for Mario. If you have suggestions, please send them to @SteelMold. Was @Steel_mold at Twitter, or search him up on Discord.
Yeah, spam him with messages.
Spam him.
He'll appreciate
particularly while he's casting a series. He doesn't have his notifications turned off. He loves it.
Oh yeah. Meanwhile, Ryung is opening this up pretty interesting because he did skip his initial Reaper.
Yeah, he went from Marine first to be maybe to get that to stop the Overlord for getting any extra information, but I feel like, you know, you open with that Reaper because GogojOey, he is known for these early aggressive plays. As we saw in the first game, and okay, early lair.
Yep.
What does he? And a roach run.
So,
and gee, you gotta feel like Ryung, maybe, you know.
So this is horrible for Ryung. If he went for a Reaper opening, then he would most likely be able to scout this. Now is the fun part. We get to guess what is GogojOey gonna go for with this lair. Nidus? Yeah?
Roach Nidus.
It's there are a lot of queens as well.
Because there was an early because if you're going for a roach timing, you would only need one gas. Because by the time the roaches come out, you would have, and if you saved up enough gas, as we saw in that first game, you would actually have the gas to get those Ravages, you know, by the time they get to the main. And yeah, see, the Overlord's in position.
Yeah, we've got 2 Overlords across the map.
I see a butt.
There we go. The Nidus network is on the way again. This is pretty terrifying for Ryung. The only thing he has to defend are these Marines, right? Like, he skipped his step to go straight into Banshees. To be fair, Banshees are good defensively against Roaches, but again, there are going to be queens in this Nidus as well.
Yeah, and GogojOey's got to find the right place for this Nidus to go undetected. There's only that one Marine to give vision, and if we see it correctly, okay, he does have vision of the entire that side, so he should be fine.
Ryung sees it, he reacts.
Yeah, what does he do? All right, he pulls the boys for this, but I feel like this should be dealt with. Does he pop up a second one?
That's the question. What is GogojOey going to do from here? Is he going to... Oh my god, it goes down! The Overseer!
Oh no, okay, well, he's just going to be using it as a quick passage and go for this German taxi build, it seems like.
Yeah, and like, thankfully, because Lair is done, like...
Oh my god!
No! He needs detection! Oh god!
Oh. Well, the Queens are out. Cloak is done, and the Queens... Does he send a couple of drones through, set up some spores maybe, as actually the bunker goes down, repaired on time, the boys pulling through, and actually this could potentially do some good economic damage here for GogojOey. He does get 10 workers in total.
Oh, that's...
the transfuse is going on.
Yeah, and again...
Trying to save it. Yeah, and he saved that Queen! Alright, he has got the detection.
Yeah,
there's no energy on that.
Exactly, there was no energy for the transfuses, but the Banshees are running out of energy. A tank does barely pop out.
Yeah, no Ravages to try and bile that down. The boys getting pulled again. 11 SCBs have fallen already to this attack. And there is an Overseer for this. As that Nidus is going to be going down. Does he want to reinforce? He does, and he is just going to spread creep here. I'm going to send a drone through, maybe set up a spore, you know, to try and to consolidate this position here.
Yeah, like, to be fair, I'm pretty sure GogojOey, he's aware that he can't break his opponent here on 2 bases. Like, there are just too many Marines. So he's just doing the best that he can to be annoying here, to deny this 3rd base, and hopefully he doesn't lose any queens. Oh my.
Alright, well, here comes the reinforcements. 1, 2 Ravages. Still not enough to take out a tank with the biles. Still need 1 more. He is getting more Lings here. That's repositioning of the tanks here. Banshees did get repaired, so they are able to, you know, just dive onto this army. Queens are of creep. 2 have already fallen. Biles trying to land into this army, but Ryung with the reactions able to keep them alive. These Banshees are going to be going across the map. Are there any spores in the mineral lines, like?
Thankfully,
okay, there is.
Yeah, thankfully there are spores at home for defense. Of course, if anything crazy happens, the Queens can dive into the Nidus and quickly teleport back home. What I'm a little bit concerned about is finally GogojOey is starting to drone up, but he's still well behind in that worker count.
Yeah, there is Banshees are across the map, taking out 5 drones, 6, 7 drones. Unfortunately, just getting that transfer out. Out in time. All right, the Queens do manage to come back here. Should be able to get 1 Banshee as the third, as looks like the Niduses were cleaned up the front of Ryung's base. Just managing to miss a creep tumor there.
Yeah, thankfully it was also an active creep tumor, so yeah, GogojOey, he can continue to spread that creep in the center of the map, being annoying as possible. But now GogojOey, like, will he have enough to defend at home?
Oh, he spotted. Oh, he spotted the drop. Oh.
Yeah, he
Finally had Hydras.
Yeah, just like the previous game, there isn't that much anti-air. To be fair, there are a decent amount of Queens, but what I'm concerned about more is, you know, getting a 4th base up and running. Again, GogojOey is still down almost 10 workers, and the 3rd is about to be situated for Ryung.
Alright, well, looks like the Marines are going to be coming through. Just clear up the creep in front of the base. Going to see if maybe GogojOey look at that arc of creep tumors that Joey is going to go for. Oh.
Beautiful, you love to see it. Meanwhile, GogojOey is looking to expand. Oh my god, but the Banshee's here, and it looks like he should be able to deny it, especially because there is no creep connecting these bases.
Yeah, does manage to get the cancel as well as the drone kill. So Ryung feeling better after that hectic opening 5 minutes here, as these Marines, no, Banelings are on the way, as well as Bane Speed 1-1 melee and Carapace as well for GogojOey. And oh my god, that stutter step there from the Marines from Ryung, absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, the majority
just manages to keep them alive. The Banelings, the focus fire, is it there? It is, and it looks like these Marines will be able to get away, taking out those creep tumors as they were just moving across.
Yeah, Ryung being pretty efficient with this drop so far, able to shave off all those lings and nice focus fire on those Banelings as well. To be fair, we do have Baneling speed that's about to finish up, so it's going to be a lot more difficult to do so. And the creep spread is looking pretty decent here, getting halfway across. But again, like 2-2 is on the way. Ryung, like, his production has been unimpeded. There are so many tanks as well. Oh god, and yeah, GogojOey, like, he still doesn't have a 4th.
Yeah, and that is starting to be a problem for him. More Lings and Banelings on the way as an Overlord will be the unfortunate sacrifice. And look at the supplies, like, Ryung is just starting to take over this game with that in mind. As I feel like most of that supply in the early game was these Queens, as they are trying to attempt to replace the creep here. Oh, they need to be careful as the creep tumors are getting focus fired here.
Yeah, as on both ends, it looks like GogojOey is able to thwart the drops of Ryung. But again, what's important is that Ryung is just containing his opponent, you know, keeping the creeps back, keeping his opponent on 3 bases. Like, how many times has GogojOey attempted to expand? He just can't do it. Ryung just doesn't let him.
I would say about 3 times now. Yeah. This should be the 3rd attempt, actually, but now GogojOey has his army in position. But Ryung, I mean, look at that army there. He's taking his 4th. It's floating over. He's going to have his 4th before GogojOey. So this little thing run by. We'll get some Marines and maybe try and sneak into this 3rd here. But there is a tank setup, and actually, can get the surround of the tank, and the Bio was going into that bunker there.
Yeah, some nice moves here from GogojOey, able to take out a tank, even a couple of Lings slipping into one of the mineral lines. They're going to get some economic damage here as well. Meanwhile, it looks like the main armies are going to clash.
Oh, Ludling just manages to get in, but that army from GogojOey, just look how small it is. Look at the army supplies. And Ryung is going to go through to the second round to face off against Time.
Oh, GG, well played, Ryung. Oh my god, it was a little bit scary for him in game number 2, but in game number 3, looking incredibly solid, was able to take the entire series.
Yeah, and you know, you got to feel for GogojOey. He tried to do a bit of a timing attack with that two-base Nidus Roach play, but Ryung, he had his bases covered. He had vision of the edge of his main, was just able to react in time. And from there on, it just felt like GogojOey had really nothing to really answer for just the macro power S that was Ryung.
Yeah, exactly. Something that was really huge that we did mention was that, if you recall, in the very beginning, 2 overlords were attempting to morph into overseers, and they were taken out before that happened. And then GogojOey had to bring an overlord from home to turn into an overseer. So again, Ryung's defense was that much more stronger because he had those cloak banshees dealing so much damage early on.
And even, you know, picking off the transferring drones going towards that third as well. It was just that economic damage that just started piling up for GogojOey that eventually there was really nothing he could do. And especially not being able to take the 4th at the time that he was able to. He was way behind on this 4th compared to Ryung here. And you just feel like that Ryung had his number.
Oh yeah, especially there in the final game, as Ryung is going to move on forward in this bracket, and we're going to see some of his famed TvZ.